Assalamualaikum. Today I'm looking into the paper. It's AQA International AS Level Mathematics 9660 code and unit is paper 1. The time for the paper is 1 hour 30 minutes and there are few instructions which we have to follow. Blank ink pen or black ball pen. Pencil should only be used for the drawing. The other thing is we need to answer all the questions. We need to solve the question in space provided and will not use the space for the other questions. Whatever we are doing, we'll do inside the box. It's important. We need to show all necessary working and otherwise marks for the method may be lost. We can use calculate and the booklet for the formulas. This is the main point for the paper. Let's start question number 1. And in this question, A part, given that 1 over 8 is equal to 2 power q, we use the concept of indices and you can directly write 2 power minus 3 is equal to 2 power q. When you equate the base, when you equate the power, so your answer would be minus 3. Just mark it and this is 1 mark question and this 1 mark question is for accurate answer. The root mean power is 1 by 2, 2 power r when we equate the power. So our answer would be plus 1 over 2. So we'll circle it. In this question, it's of 2 marks. You can do a little working here as bases are same. So you can add the powers. 1 by 8 can be written as this. Bases are same. We can equate the powers. X is equal to minus 3 and minus 1 by 2. It is minus 7 by 2 and we need to write the answer in form of mixed number. Write your answer in space provided. Let's see question number 2. Okay, this question is from the topic coordinate geometry and line of the equation is given and we need to find the gradient of this line. And we can take the gradient if we have the equation which is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, then m is the coefficient of a variable x. So in this question, if I make y as a subject, then I'll write the step. 3 is multiplying, so I'll shift it on the other side, which will give me the answer minus 7 over 3. Next part of the question says that we have given a point, find the equation of line which passes through the point C and which is parallel to AB. Gradient of our required line is minus 7 over 3 because lines are parallel and in parallel lines gradients are same. And this line is passing through a point minus 1, 3. You can use equation of the line to get the answer. Just for your idea, I'm using this equation and where it is y is equal to this, x gradient is this one and x minus plus 1. It is y is equal to minus 7 over 3x plus 2 over 3. This is our answer. Next part says that the point is the midpoint of AC. Find the coordinates of the point. Okay, let's simply draw this part of the concept. A is the point which is unknown. Let us suppose that its coordinates are A and B. C point is given, which is C point is minus 1 and 3. This is C point. And midpoint of the question is 3 by 2 and minus 1. Here we use the formula for the midpoint and it says that a plus minus 1 which is a minus 1 and we divide it by 2 comma b plus 3 and divided by 2. So this is the midpoint of AC and midpoint of AC is given. On comparing we can get the answer. Next part says that the line AB intersect the line with equation at point B. We will find the coordinates of B. Line AB is given. It is 7x plus 3y is equal to 13. So I'll write the line AB 7x plus 3y is equal to 13 and the other line is 3x plus 2y is equal to B. Lines are intersecting, so we get the values of x and y by solving them simultaneously. For this, I'm multiplying it with 3, and the other equation will be multiply by 7 to make the x coefficient same. 7 to the 14. When you solve it, you'll get minus 5 and y is equal to 9. You can put in value of y in any of the equations. 7x plus 3 times of y value, which is equal to 13. 7x is equal to 13 minus 27, and it is equal to minus 14, and x is equal to minus 2. So p is minus 2 and 9. This was question number 2. Okay, let's move to question number 3. In this question, we have expand 2 plus x square whole cube. After simplification, it will become of the form given 8 plus px square plus q x4 and plus xc x6. Okay, let's expand it by using the binomial theorem. Theorem says that 3c0 2 power 3, 3c1 2 square, and x square power 1. 3c2, it is 2 power 1 and x square power 2. And 3c3, it is 2 power 0 and x square power 3. It is equal to this. 3c1 can be found by using the calculator. Okay, let's do this calculation. See, on the calculator, you press 3, shift button and divide button. You can see that you have combination on the screen and we are finding 3c1. So it is 3. 3, 4, x square. If I change it 3c2, it is also 3 multiply by 2 and x power 4. And it is x power 6. Let's simplify, and we need to write it in the form of 8 plus px square. On comparing, x square coefficient is 12 and here x square coefficient is p. We need to show that p is equal to 12. So this is what we need to prove. And the next thing is we need to find the value of q. In comparison, we can see that the coefficient of x square in the expansion is 6 and coefficient of x4, let me repeat it, coefficient of x4 is 6 in the expansion and coefficient of x4 in the question is q. So when you make the comparison, you'll get the value of q. This is it. Next part says the integration. In such integration rule, whenever you have the variable in the denominator, you bring it in the numerator, 2 plus x square whole power 3 and dx. This is a term which we have expanded in the previous part. So we'll take the answer of that value and we write it here. It is 8 plus 12 x square plus 6 x power 4 plus x power 6. We need a little simplification here. Now we need to integrate it. Integral rule says that we add 1 to the power and we divide it with the resulting power in the denominator. The rule says that we add 1 to the power and whatever the answer will get, we divide it in, we write it in denominator. Integral of a constant number is 6, so it is 6x, and adding 1 to the power, it becomes x cube plus 3, and here it is c. Answer is 8 3x cube minus 12 over x plus 6x, x cube over 3 and plus c. Hence find the exact value. See, we have integrated this value. So we directly take its answer 8 over 3x cube and we directly take the limit. When you substitute it, It is 2 cube 8, 8 3 times 24, 12 over 2 plus 6 into 2 plus 2 cube is 8. So by using the calculator, you can get the answer. Answer is equal to 50 over 3, which is 16 whole 2 by 3. Next question is 4, and this question is from metric progression and series. And the information which is given, the metric series has third term. So we can write third term as equal to 36, and the sixth term is equal to 972. Formula for the geometric sequence is this one. So if you use this formula, so it will suggest that T3, let me write here, T3 would be AR square. So we are replacing N with 3. Use this information. It is AR square is equal to 36, and sixth term is AR power 5 is equal to 972. Show that the common ratio of the series is 3. It means we need to find the value of R. If we make A as a subject, it is 36 over R square, and we plug in this value into this equation. It is 36 over R square into R power 5 is equal to 972. R cube is equal to 972 over R cube, which is equal to 27, and taking cube root, you'll get value of R is equal to 3. Question number 4, A part, second part of A part is find the first term of the series. As we have found the value of R and we can put it in A is equal to 36 upon R square, which will give 36 over 9. Value of A is 4. Question number 4, B part is the nth term of the series is un. Show that summation n varies from 1 to 20 is un, which is equal to this one. So this is what we need to show. Summation suggests that we are taking the sum of the series. N varies from 1 to 20 means we'll take the sum of S20. As it is geometric progression, you can use this formula from the formula booklet. It says that a bracket r power 20 minus 1 and divided by r minus 1. Now we plug in the values of a and r from the previous two parts, which gives sum of the series. A is 4, value of r which we found was 3 power 20 minus 1 divided by 3 minus 1. This is what we need to prove. This implies that instead of S20, you can take in summation form n varies from 1 to 20, and this is the geometric progression. It is equal to 3 power 20 minus 1, and this is what we need to prove. Next question is we need to use the trapezium rule with 4 ordinates. 4 ordinates means that we'll take the 4 values of y, and 3 strips mean interval of to find an approximate value for this integral. The first thing is we suppose that the function is equal to 27x cube plus 4 and square root. Let's write the formula of trapezium rule. Integral, and the limit is from a to b, function f of x dx, it is equal to h over 2. Here we take the values of y0 and plus y10. Here we take the values of y0 and yn, the last term, and plus 2 times of all the terms which lies between these two first and last term, y1 plus y2 plus y3 and so on up to yn minus 1, where h is equal to b minus a over 2. This is the formula. Okay, let's apply this formula here. The first thing is we'll find the value of h. Upper limit is 1.5 minus lower limit and we divide it with n. Okay, let me correct the formula and we divide it with number of interval. So here we have three steps mean three interval and value of h will be equal to 0.5. Then this formula states from 0 to 1.5 of the function and dx is equal to h over 2 and three intervals means there will be four values of y. It will be y0 plus y3, the first and last term, plus 2 time of the terms which lies between these y0 and y0, it would be equal to y1 plus y2. So this is what we need to find here. You can make a table for this value and we start our value from 0 and interval is of zero point 0.5. So you add zero point 0.5 to each value of x to get the next value. It is 1 and then the final value is 1.5 and this would be y is equal to f of x. Okay, we can use the calculator to get the value. One of the way is to get all the values. If you select the mode of your calculator and then go on table and here you write the function. Function is square root of 27x cube. How do you write x in this table? See on your calculator, you have a button written alpha. This button is beside with this shift button. Press this button and you would find a variable x here. You press x and we need x cube and plus 4. This is a function. G of x will be taken as 0. We start our value with 0 because our lower limit is 0 and we end our value at 1.5 and we'll take the step up 0.5 and we'll get all these values. When x is 0, so you have 2. You call it as y0. It is 2.7156 and we need to write our answer in three significant figures. So let's take the value in four significant figure and it is 2.716 for one is 5.568. This value is considered as y1, y2 and y3. You can see that your first ordinate value was y0 and your last value is y3. So this is what we have mentioned in formula y0 and y0 and plus 2 time of this value. This implies that integral is from 0 to 1.5. I'm writing f of x. F of x means this is the function and value of h is this one. Close the bracket. Y naught plus y3. Y naught value is 2 and y3 value is 9.753 and plus 2 time of y1 which is 2.716 plus 5.568 bracket closed and use the calculator, get the answer. So your answer in three significant figure is this one. Next question is we have given a polynomial. We need to use the remainder theorem to find the remainder when p of x is divided by x minus 3. We take the divisor, put it equal to 0 to get the value of x as polynomial is given. Plug in the value. So answer is 12. Use the factor theorem to show that x plus 1 is a factor of polynomial. We use same method. We take the value of x which is x is equal to minus 1 and the same polynomial is plug in the value as given. X plus 1 is a factor which means p of minus 1 will be equal to 0. So put this value equal to 0 minus 1 minus 2 plus 3. See, left hand side is equal to right hand side. Hence, x plus 1 is a factor of p of. In part C, polynomial will be written in the form of product of these two factors where b and c are integers. And this is what we need to find. You can Use long division method to get this quadratic factor, and then on comparing you can get the value of b and c. And there is another method of such for this part is x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3 can be expressed as x plus 1 into this value. Now simplify right hand side. On comparing the coefficients, see the coefficient of x square is b plus 1 and on right side it is minus 2. Equate them, value of b is minus 3. The next is coefficient of x is c plus b and value of b is minus 3 is equal to 0 because there is no term on left side involving x. So we take it as 0. So value of c is equal to 3. This is what we need to find. Basically, we need to express the question in this form. Then you can write it as x plus 1 and x squared minus 3x and plus 3. This is the answer. Hence, to that the polynomial that the equation p of x is equal to 0 has exactly one real root. This value is equal to 0. When you put this value equal to 0, then this product will be equal to 0, and one of the answer would be this one, and this is minus 3x plus 3 equal to 0. Basically, we need to prove that such equation contains exactly one real root, and this is one of the root. It means the other factor will give you complexity. How do you get it? You use the concept of discriminant b square minus 4ac and take their values minus 3 square 4a and c. It is 9 minus 12. Your answer is minus 3, which is less than 0, which proves that b square minus 4ac is less than 0, means roots are not real. Hence, root. Equation has exactly one root. Okay, next question is question number 7. An arithmetic series has first term A and common difference D. The sum of first 25 terms, let us write S of 25 of the series is 3500. We use this formula. You can get this formula from the booklet. S25 says 25 over 2, 2 times of A plus n minus 1 is 24 times D is equal to 35. Now simplify this. Next part of question number 7 says the fifth term of the series is directly giving us information of the fifth term, which is 100. And for the term, we use this formula a plus n minus 1 into d. And when you replace n with 5, I'm writing here a plus n minus 1 means 5 minus 1 is 4d is equal to 100. Let's make it equation number 2. Find the values of d and the value of a. As first equation is a plus 4d is equal to 100, and second equation will take it from the previous part, which is a plus 12d is equal to 140. Solve them simultaneously. D is equal to 5. So now we have the value of d. To find the value of a, you can plug in any equation. So I'm putting in equation number 2. A plus 5 fours are 20, which means a is equal to 80. Question number 7c part. The nth term of the series is given by this equation. We need to find the value of summation and varies from 1 to k of the nth term. This is what we need to find. And this summation is present in two places of this equation. Okay, let's solve it. The first thing is I'm opening the bracket. Summation varies from 1 to 25 with angstrom minus 33 Smithson n varies from 1 to k un is equal to 67 Smithson n varies from 1 to k un. Okay, whenever you have Smithson value which varies from 1 to k and nth term is un, basically you can write it in the sum of series sk, and its formula would be k over 2 2a plus k minus 1 into d. When it says varies from 1 to 25 of nth term, it means it is S25. And in the question, it is mentioned that sum of first 25 term was 3500. It was given. Let me write the value of summation 1 to k un is equal to sk. Simplify this equation. It is 33 of 3500. Let me check it. The sum of this value is wait 3500. Yes, minus 33, and from here I write it sk 67 and sk 33 into 3500 115500 67 sk plus 33 sk, which gives 100 sk. This is the answer. Next question is question 8, and this is from the topic of integration. And we have given a function with the diagram, and we need to show that the definite integral of this function is equal to 4 whole 2 by 3. It means here we integrate integral of x cubed by adding 1 to the power and divided with 4, adding 1 to the power divided with power. Integral of 3 is 3x, as this is definite integral. So in definite integral, we do not introduce constant, and the limit will be substituted by the rules upper limit minus lower limit. So let's substitute it. It is 1 by 4 minus 2 by 3 and plus 3. Upper limit, put minus sign, and now plug in the lower limit, which is 1 over 4 minus plus 2 by 3 and minus 3. By using the calculator, we'll be getting this answer, and it is 4 whole 2 by 3, and this is what we need to prove. Next part says, hence find the area of the shaded region bounded by the curve. Whenever you are finding the area, rule says that you take the definite integral of the function dx. Any curve, area under the curve can be obtained by using these two lower and upper limit. Let's suppose a to b. Whenever you find the area by using the integration, so that area will be enclosed by the curve and the x-axis and the lower and upper limit. If you use this concept, so it would give you this whole area, this complete area. Okay. This area can be obtained by using the integral, and this is what we have obtained 4 whole 2 by 3 whole area. But we do not need this area which is in triangle. We only need this shaded part. You can find it very easily. Simply take the value of this integral and subtract area of triangle, because this is the triangle. For triangle, you need to use the area of triangle, which is half base height. Base mean you need this length, and this length can be obtained by looking into the point. This is the point B, whose its x coordinate is 1 and its y coordinate is 2. The length from this point to this point is 2 units. It means you can find the area here of area of triangle is half base into height. When you cancel it, you will get 2 square unit. In the next part, so in this part, we basically looking for shaded area. To find the shaded area, we use the Integral limit from -1 to 1. Value of y is 2x squared plus 3 dx minus area of triangle. And we have found its answer. It was 4 whole 2 by 3 minus 2. So you'll get 8 over 3, which can be written as 2 whole 2 by 3 square unit. Comes question number 9, and in question number 9 we have given a gradient of the curve in the form of dy by dx, and the point lies on the curve. Verify that dy by dx is equal to 0 when x is equal to 2. Put value of x into the derivative function, which is 0. Proved. Next part, take the double derivative of the function as dy by dx is, again derivative is 6x minus plus 2 4s are 8 x power minus 3, and 11 is a constant number, and derivative of constant is 0. And we put the value of x in second derivative, which is 6 into 2 plus 8 over 2 cube. 12 plus 1, answer is 13. Next part of the question says, state whether P is maximum point or minimum point, giving a reason for your answer. P is a minimum point because second derivative is greater than 0. Simple. Find the equation of the curve. As we have given a gradient formula, which is 3x squared minus 4 over x squared minus 11. This is what we have given. And finding the area of the curve, it means that we need final answer in the form of y is equal to f of x. And we have dy by dx, means derivative function. By integrating derivative function, we can get the curve, equation of the curve in the form of y is equal to f of x. So we integrate here, it is y, and now I'll take the integral sign on the other side, dx, and plus c. Y is equal to, whenever you are asked find the equation of the curve, so you need to find the equation of the curve where you must have the value of c. At the start of the question, it is mentioned that a point lying on the curve. Let's see. Okay, this is the information. The point P2 lies on the curve. So this point is on the curve. We can take this point to get this unknown value of C. So final equation of the curve would be minus 27. Answer. Next question is from quadratics, and we need to express this quadratic expression into the form of completing squares. You can use any of the method which you are comfortable. Here I'm taking minus common into these two terms, and then I'll apply the concept of completing square to get this expression. X squared mean x, there is plus sign, we'll take the half of this 10, which is 5, and put square, and then put minus sign, and then we take the square of this 5, which is 25, close bracket, and 4 is outside of this bracket. When you open this bracket, it is x plus 5 whole square plus 25 and plus 4 minus x plus 5 whole square minus 29. So it is 29 minus x plus 5 whole square. So we have converted into the completing square form. Next part of this question says, hence write down the equation of the line of symmetry of the curve with equation. Okay, line of symmetry of the curve can be obtained. Find the turning point. You know, it's a quadratic equation, and quadratic function is symmetrical about the turning point. Coordinates of turning points are, you can use this formula to find the coordinates of turning points. On comparing, minus h is equal to plus 5, which gives minus 5. K is equal to 29, so turning point is -5 and 29. Equation of line of symmetry will be x is equal to -5. Next part of this question says the curve and the line show that the x coordinate of any point of intersectional curve C with the line satisfies the equation. So these two functions, one is curve, other is a line, is intersecting at a point. So you can use the simultaneous equation method, and one of the equation is nonlinear and other is linear. So in such case we use substitution method. So you can substitute the value of y into this function. It is, I'm shifting minus x square on the other side, minus 10 x on the other side, 4 on the other side, x square plus 10x plus 4k time of x, and it is minus 13k and minus 4 equal to 0. And we need to write into this form, so x square as it is. If you take x common and 2 common, so 2 common mean it is 5 time of 2k and x is also common. When you take negative sign common, it is 13k and plus 4 equal to 0. So this is what we need to make the equation. Given that the curve C and the line intersect in two distinct points, show that whenever you have a curve and a line which is intersecting at 2 points, two distinct points, we use the concept of discriminant, which states that your discriminant will be greater than 0. So I'm writing this equation here, x square and 2 5 the 10, 2 2 the 4k. This is in the form of coefficient, plus minus 13k minus 4 equal to 0. As curve and line intersect into distinct points, so b square minus 4ac will be greater than 0. Value of b is, here we need simplification. Now expand 10 plus 4x 4k whole square, and you'll get, when you simplify it, so this is what we need to prove. Next is solve this inequality. You can solve this inequality either by factorization or by using the quadratic formula. So I'm solving it by using the quadratic formula, and for that I'm supposing that this equation is equal to 0. We need to write the answer in form of inequality. For this, just draw a rough sketch of this situation, and this is a quadratic curve which is passing through at these 2 points, and our inequality is greater than 0, and greater than 0 inequality mean positive part of y-axis. The rule says when you draw a horizontal line, so you would find that your x coordinate would be outside of -1 and outside of minus 29 by 4. So we can write this in the form of x is greater than -1 or x is less than minus 29 over 4. So this is the question. This is it. Inshallah, see you in the next video. Take care.